Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of the post game. I am your host, Davion, and I am joined with my boy Elijah,
Eli NYC.
joined by my boy Freddie,
What's good?
and I'm joined by my boy Matt.
What up?
And today we are going to be talking about the NFL week number 4. Or four, five, four,
Yeah.
four.
Week
Four.
4.
Yo, these
Yep.
weeks just go by, so I don't know. But yeah, we're talking about week 4 today. We don't have any trending topics today this week, and the NFL has been really quiet. Probably for the for the better. I think it's been
We
quiet.
can't talk about that.
Yeah,
too
but yeah, for the first game we're gonna be talking about today is Jacksonville and the Bengals. How
Do
you
y'all
feeling?
got anything to say?
I mean, I have something
don't.
to say.
I
don't.
do. I do.
don't. I don't.
Go ahead.
I
I have
actually.
something to say.
Oh, you want to go first, Freddie?
No, you go first because it might be the same thing.
Trevor
So,
Lawrence.
Hold on. Here we go. Let me talk, because y'all know what? Like every week I come on
The
here
bashing.
and I
The
bash
bashing.
Trevor Lawrence, but today is gonna be a good day for Trevor. I wanna honestly give a clap for him. I do. Like no interceptions thrown, no touchdowns thrown as well, but like I get it. But he honestly, I watched a couple drives. He looked really good. Like he looked like he was a more complete quarterback than the first 3 weeks combined, if we're being honest. I honestly I really do want to applaud him for the way he looked on Thursday Night Football. Yeah, Freddie, how you feel about it?
like I said before, like he's a rookie. He needed time, and
Mhm.
he showed us that some time it helps. It helps because think about it. Like obviously, like he's never played in the NFL before and stuff.
Yeah.
Now he's starting to settle in and realize I can't be making them throws I used to do at Clemson. I actually have to,
Think about
yeah, exactly. I gotta actually know what's going on, what's going on around me. Like he could get away with sloppy plays in college and then go for a touchdown. You can't get away with that in the NFL. So he's starting to get it, and over time he'll get it.
Man, listen,
And he was really good.
I watched they used him a lot more in the read option or in the play action.
Yeah.
And like he ran a lot more and he looked honestly really good. Probably like 2 or 3 drives in a row. Like they just drove down the field on the Bengals. But enough about him is like the Bengals looked decent too. I mean, they were down 14-0, going into halftime, almost 21-0, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But for them to rally back and actually win this game, you saw Joe Burrow put the team back on his back and play some football, and he looked good. He had 348 yards, 2 touchdowns, like anything you can ask for from your star quarterback. But yeah, that's about all I got for that. Because honestly, it's the Bengals are right now. What are they, top of the NFC, the AFC North? It's the North.
Yeah.
Man, good for them. Good for them. It's been a long time since they've been trash, so good to see them back on top. But
yeah, they've been trash for a long time.
Yeah, I do agree. I do agree. I do. But yeah, moving on. Next game, we got the Titans and the Jets. Oh my goodness.
I got a little something to say.
Man,
Anybody want to go first?
I'll let you have at it.
you can have it.
Well, I only got one thing to say. I don't got too much to say, but the only thing I can really say is that the only thing I can say, Titans can only Titans can only make it to the playoffs if they win a division.
Yeah.
They the same Titans how they used to be from last year.
I mean, it's not a good division, so I think it could be pretty easy.
Very feasible.
So, they did add a couple good pieces to their offense, but it's just, I guess, it's still not working. I don't know.
Well, I think. Well, I think just like Trevor Lawrence, I think Zach Wilson needed a game to perform well. And this game he did. I mean, yeah, like I think like y'all said, like these quarterbacks need about 4 weeks to settle in, 3-4 weeks to settle in, and they're looking like they're trying to settle in and they're calming down and they're trying to become, NFL quarterbacks now. And for them, this is big. Being the Tennessee Titans, even though Derrick Henry had 157 rushing yards, y'all. What?
But that's gonna happen. That's Derrick Henry.
I know, but
I expect that from the
that's
average.
still insane, though.
Yeah, but that's gonna happen. That's why I'm like, he's gonna get his. Like Derrick Henry, he's gonna at least get 10 to 15 carries, even if it's
for sure, absolutely for sure.
I will say, give credit to the Jets defense for getting 7 sacks.
Yeah,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also and Tennessee's offensive line is horrible.
It's terrible.
As well.
I mean, that offense besides Derrick Henry just didn't look good at all.
And Tannehill too. Like he's surprised me.
I don't honestly.
I said he's a bum. I had to get him off my fantasy team. Oh my gosh, he's a disgrace.
Listen,
he's just not good.
He's not bad.
He's terrible too.
He's not terrible. Listen, after he left Miami. I knew he was going to go to a different team and make a name for himself like he is now. But
he's not looking too good.
I like Tannehill. I do. He needs. I think they do need an offensive line, like you said. They need that because like week 1 they got destroyed in their offensive line, and then again week 4 their offensive line isn't holding up, and for them to not put points up in overtime, like that has to be better. That needs to be a lot better in order if they think they're gonna go deep in the playoffs. Do I think the Tennessee Titans are gonna go deep in the playoffs still? Not really. I don't think they possess that right now.
Their defense is just not good enough at all.
Yeah,
I think they're when they have healthy receivers, they can be like a top offense in the league. But right now, I don't think they're like contenders yet. So,
especially go ahead, Freddie.
Oh well, to me, they have a bunch of different positions that's like very big that you need to perform well to go deep in the playoffs. For instance, like
corner,
you have to have a defense. To be able to make stops when you need to stop.
Yeah. Yes.
Defense is you can't do nothing with a bad defense. You just can't. And then a very important position, their offensive line. And they're letting anybody sack Ryan Tannehill. And those two things are like very important and key to like making a deep playoff run.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree. But I was gonna say like they let the Jets put up 27 on them.
And they had 0 points last week.
Got it. Yeah, exactly. You let a team who put 0 up on their opponents last week put 27 on you, and you're sitting here saying that you're going to be like a playoff team. I think you need to revisit some things, man. I really do.
All right.
Totally agree.
Let's doing that again. Yeah.
But next game we're going to talk about is
that point, I want to say before you move on to the next game.
Oh, yeah.
That point Freddie made, keep that in your heads because I'm going to bring it up again on one of these games. So, yeah.
Okay. About the defense and the offensive line play?
Yeah, about the defense on like making it far into the playoffs and like it's going to be key for certain teams. So,
yeah.
Okay.
Keep that in point because I'm going to bring it up again.
All right. Well, next game we're going to talk about is the Kansas City Chiefs and the Eagles. So I'm going to start.
Thank you, Lord. No, this is the game. This is the game I was talking about.
Okay, fine. Fine. So I wanted to comment on this too because I watched this game.
This is what I got to say. Don't get me wrong. Chiefs has one of the best offense. They got it.
Agreed. Completely.
The defense is killing them. The defense is killing them. Mm-hmm. They would not. I don't think they would be another Super Bowl team if they don't like do something on that defense. Like it's just killing them.
That's big.
It's not like it's these high scoring games for them, and it's just like Patrick Mahomes. He can do everything he can do, but he always got to rely on his defense on making the stop for him. So
what I compare the Chiefs to is what team did Kyler Murray go to? Oklahoma. Say Oklahoma. Is that they have a terrible defense every year, but they know how to put up points on offense. But yeah, I watched this game, and honestly, the Chiefs' offense looked unstoppable.
Yes.
Like, completely. Tyreek Hill had 186 yards, 3 touchdowns. what? Again, like it's these big games and like these big name players that go out and perform on offense, but when it comes to defense, they got walked down the field each time. Every time they scored, the Eagles walked down the field and scored.
Hurst was doing dots to his people.
It's like you have to. It's like you can't really like have the ability or the want to win a Super Bowl when your defense can't hold the Eagles to under 30 points or under 20 points, to be honest. And so for them to try to like want, you know, that Super Bowl aspirations, they really need to like figure out that defense and figure it out now because it's just going to cost them games.
I totally agree. I feel like if they don't pick it up on defense, they're not going to make it to another Super Bowl. They just not.
Yeah. Unless Tyreek have a 186-yard game every week.
I mean, yeah, he can do that. Patrick Mahomes, you know, he can average him a good 200+ yards too and get him some touchdowns. But you need the defense too as well to help out. You know, defense is key. So that's all I gotta say. Defense is key. Especially for the Chiefs, it's definitely got to be key for them if they want to make it to the Super Bowl again. So.
I was gonna say, Jalen Hurts has impressed me though. 7 touchdowns, 2 picks on the year so far.
Yep.
I mean, with that bummy Eagles team, yes.
With those receiving core, I mean, besides Devontae Smith and your tight ends, and like sometimes Sanders, but it looks like they just aren't using him, which is confusing to me. But
Devontae's, his hands have been a little loose too. He's dropped a lot of balls already this season.
Zach Ertz too.
I mean, Devontae had a really good game. 122.
Oh, yeah, he had a really good game.
Oh, man, he had a good game, yeah. But in the past couple, he's been dropping a couple. But honestly, you gotta give all credit to him right now and to Jalen Hurts, for putting up 30 points against the Kansas City Chiefs. Even though you're like, I think they're last in the division, or probably not even last, probably tied with last with the Giants or something. Well, anyway, close to the bottom with the Giants or something. But Jalen Hurts, I mean, listen, I do think Jalen Hurts is like NFL ready. He's probably one of the most NFL ready quarterbacks right now. But he is still in the Eagles, and they still are. I don't know. They're in the middle of that rebuilding, but at the same time, they still like just came off a Super Bowl recently. Like, not I would say recently, but like it's still fresh enough to where it's like, okay, we can still win with this team, but they can't. And so I think right now they're just in the middle of just trying to find what works and like who works for the team and who doesn't.
Yeah, it's the fact for me that Jalen Hurts a quarterback, but putting on running back yards as well. You know.
Yeah, I mean he's like that though. He is.
A lot of people doubted him like off the rip, which is kind of ridiculous to me because like he was pretty good in college. So like, and like obviously when you give him weapons, I think he'll be like 10 times better. But like, right now I'm pretty impressed. So
I mean, and his body size as well. Like his body type, he looks like a good quarterback. Like he's not too short, he's not too stocky, or he's not too skinny. And so, like he's what 6'3", 6'4", maybe.
I think he might be like 6'1", 6'2".
Oh, thanks for the clarification. Yeah, well, he's like that tall, but he's like a nice sized quarterback that can still move if he needs to, and that can sit in the pocket and throw a nice dot too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I had on the Chiefs.
Yeah,
that just
I'm glad. Really that's a coincidence that you brought that game up right after I said that, because that was the point I was going to talk about too.
Yeah, I mean, just watching that game again, it's like, here's my question to y'all. Do y'all think their defense can rally together and stop these 30 points against these teams, or are they over?
It's too many good teams this year.
They're gonna have to figure out a way. Yeah, they're gonna have to find something.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because they only really got two good players, in Chris Jones and Honey Badger. So it's like those two guys can't carry that whole defense. Not saying they're trash or anything or
they bad. Are though. Let's be honest.
They are.
Oh, I mean, their defense has been horrible. I mean, it's past years their defense has been mediocre. Like they've never. Freddie and I were talking like so before Mahomes, like the Chiefs had a great defense or like a good defense, and now it's flip flop where they have like a great offense but like a mediocre to bad defense.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's honestly to me it's like the Saints, because the Saints have always had like a historically good offenses led by Drew Brees, but our defense has always been the one that's let us down in the past like 5, 10 years. And so
back to back.
And so it's like it's like, you know, you can't really say much about it because I know the feeling of having a really good offense with a really bad defense, and it will hurt you games. It will cost you games for sure.
I think we all been here before, all of our teams, so we should know about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Freddie, you said no as well to the Chiefs not being able to rekindle their defense.
Yeah, it's just I think a lot has got to change with that defense. Like they got to stick. They got to go. They got to do something. I don't know what it is, but they got to do something because you're not going to be able to stop like the Buccaneers offense, the Rams offense, some Packers, all these different good offense, Raiders. Like there's so many good offenses in the NFL. And if you're not in, it puts your offense at a spot where they have to score every time they touch the ball.
Okay. I'm gonna cut you off right there. But do you think they can?
The problem is, I think they will for a lot of games, but when they play a very good defense, you're not going to get touchdowns almost every single time.
I mean, it was proven last year in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
They stopped the Chiefs' offense. Tampa Bay.
Exactly. So that's my whole thing. Is the defense, they have to at least be average. If they can at least be average with that good offense, okay, maybe they have a chance. But if you're like one of the worst defenses, and it's just not going to work because when you play actual good offenses and teams and whatnot, all around good teams, all they have to do, the defense has to stop the offense, and then your offense is going to score. So it's just, I don't know. Like
it also puts a lot of pressure on the quarterbacks, though.
Exactly. That you have to score every time.
Yeah, I think for a perfect reference that I think Freddie's about to say this is like, look at the Chargers last week. Like the Chargers' offense is high powered, and they scored on the defense, on the Chiefs' defense, and the Chiefs couldn't their offense couldn't like fix that. They couldn't work hard enough because their defense was so bad.
Exactly.
I think it's funny though. I think it'll like for like Freddie said, like for a while that their offense can still produce that they need to. But I think over time it's like they're gonna get tired. Like last season, like after they lost the Super Bowl, you saw that they fixed their offensive line instantly. I think now they need to get on that defense like now because right now it's just terrible.
It's gonna be a problem if they don't. It's just like I said, they're not gonna make it. If they want to make it to the Super Bowl, they're not gonna make it with that defense.
They're in a tough division.
They are. I mean, listen, 2 or 3 of those teams can make it out of that division this season.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
All of them, technically.
Honestly, but if they really want to get it together, then they need to get that defense in order, and they need to get that to make sure.
Right now they last.
And now they need to like fully make sure that offense knows, listen, our defense is this bad. We're gonna need y'all to score every possession. So honestly, they might need to just pour fully into their offense and make sure that their offense can get it done. Because when you have a historically bad defense, your offense needs to be that good to balance it out. And if not, then it won't be good for a while for the Chiefs.
Exactly.
Moving on to what are we talking about? Oh no. Moving on to the Saints versus the Giants.
Oh my Lord. Hallelujah.
So much fun. Y'all can start.
2-2.
Let's see. Is Saquon back?
Saquon is back, in my opinion.
That's a good question.
Let me look.
Because he looked pretty bad in that first half, and then
he's not back.
Not yet. No.
Listen, I'm gonna say this about Saquon real quick. Is that coming off that injury is like they have a whole year where they're afraid to run the ball, and they have a whole year where it's like they don't have that feel for football because they've missed a year for one, they've had a really bad injury for two, and they honestly just don't want to. I think it's like it's a psyche thing. It's a mental thing that they have to worry about, you know. And it's like, honestly, I think next year he'll be back to what he was 2 years ago. But right now, I think he's in a rough spot.
This is what I'm worried about with the Giants. If he keeps performing like this, they're going to keep giving him touches and touches and touches. Mm-hmm. And they still got to realize, hey, this guy's still injury prone. Mm-hmm. I think they need to just calm down and split the carries still. And yeah, I mean, just kind of go with the game flow.
Yeah. And
just have him not be a workhorse right now. Hopefully in the future, when he's like 100%, 110%, they give him that, but we'll see.
I got a comment on that. So I agree with everything you said, but coming from a Panthers fan that overused CMC a lot.
I agree.
Surprising. So, y'all use him a lot, and you see how he gets injured every time. So it's like something got to happen. Something got to stop. So you got to be versatile. And not just use him all the time and make different plays for other people. So.
Yeah, I do think that he should be limited. Not even official. It doesn't have to be an official. Okay, he's officially limited. But I do think he needs to be there needs to be a certain amount of reps that he get to a game just to ease him back into it. I know it's week 4, and I know it's he worked all off season for it, but he still needs to relax. He still needs to get the feel to get back into that. I love Daniel Jones, by the way. I do. He looked good. Saints just look bad.
Has he been looking?
Let's be honest. The Saints just
terrible.
Their offense is dull. 21 points against the Giants. That's my problem. 21 points against the Giants defense, who honestly isn't good. Let's be honest.
Not how they were at one point.
But they're not good.
Not like last year, but
yeah, I was gonna say they're not bad, but they're not good.
I mean, but they're they're not. It's the Giants against the New Orleans Saints, y'all. Saints shouldn't have to stretch for a win there. It shouldn't be an overtime for one. I think what happened is our offense and our defense are we're up big against these guys. It's no stress, and that's and it's then we went down. We scored 0 points in the first quarter, both teams, and then 7s for the rest of the game.
Is it our quarterbacks?
We need to do better. Well, I mean, Jameis' numbers don't look terrible for this past week. 17 for 23, 226 yards, 1 tub. That's not terrible, but at the same time, our offense is just dull. I think we don't know what we don't have a star receiver. Our receiver core is poor. It's so bad. Alvin Kamara had 120 yards, but that's good. I mean that's good numbers. I'm fine with that. That's livable. I can live with that. But at the same time, we just look dull. We just look like we are not a strong offensive team that we were when we had Drew Brees.
I can agree.
And honestly, I think it's because Jameis. I think Jameis is I think Sean Payton has to limit the way he coaches because of Jameis Winston. So Jameis doesn't make a mistake.
I could definitely agree with you on that as well, but I don't think it's completely on Jameis.
No. I'm not. Yeah, and I don't want you to sit here and hear me blame it all on Jameis. Jameis did well. He had a decent football game. I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, it's we still lost, and you are the quarterback, so you're gonna take blame. You're gonna take blame. Our head coach is gonna take blame. That just happens.
But I will say the main problem is their receiving core.
Yes, it's so bad, yo. It's
so bad. It's not that they're horrible. It's
they're bad.
Every good offense, you need at least a number 1 receiver.
You need a number 1 and a number 2. So right now, our number 1 receiver, you know how bad it is right now. The Saints went and picked up Kenny Stills off the practice squad, brought him back, and he had 1 target last game. Marquez Callaway is our number 1 receiver right now. Deontay Harris is our number 2 receiver right now. It's we have Ty Montgomery, who's a running back, is our 3rd. It's just so much stress. Taysom Hill is number 4 at receiving. It's we don't have receivers. We don't.
You don't. And it's weird seeing that because Saints, you're usually known for that high-powered offense.
Yes.
Good. So many different types of receivers.
I've never had to describe the Saints as having a dull offense in all the years of watching football.
I can agree with you. It will usually always be either the defense.
Defense. It's always defense. Yes, 100%. Yes, the defense. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they're good. They gave 27 points in which the Giants. So let's rewind a little bit. And I think
I'll say they're better than a lot of other defenses.
They're better than other defense, but
Saints?
they just not a expected defense that I will rely on.
Yeah,
I wouldn't rely on Saints defense. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay, here, I'll comment on it. I like our defense this season more than the past 3 seasons. I would say that. They look more put together. Our cornerbacks look more like sound. Like they look better. This game against the Giants, they didn't look good at all. So I'm gonna blame the defense. I'm blaming our offense because our offense put up 21 points against the Giants.
The whole team.
Honestly, throw the whole team away at this point in my life.
Whole team. Thank you. Put him in the garbage bin.
Okay.
Nah, he's serious.
Nah, I'm kidding. But I think the Saints will have a good week next week.
Who do they play?
We'll find out when we predict it because I don't know. And I don't really want to find out at this point in my life.
I know, but we can wait for the prediction.
Who is it?
I'm playing Washington.
Oh, gosh. Yay. Put pressure on Teddy. On James. It's going to be a rough one. Well, that's it about the Saints. Unless y'all got some more slander about us. Done. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
I gotta go to the dumpster field.
Actually, no. I missed one game, so we gotta go backwards. Panthers and the Cowboys.
So I'll go backwards. He know what he was doing on that.
No, I honestly forgot it. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
here. Let me take this one.
I was going with the Panthers. For the Cowboys anyway.
Go ahead.
So.
I got a lot to say about this game.
I got something to say too. So go ahead, Freddie.
Okay. Hold on. Let me. So basically, like the beginning of the game, Panthers they did everything right. I will say that they did everything right, and then there was some questions. Think about it. The Panthers were up 14-13 at half.
Yeah.
To me, they did everything right in that first half. There was some missed calls, I will say, but I'm not going to blame that on the whole game. Like the Panthers, literally, we collapsed. There was a we collapsed with them 2 picks, and then we got down big. And then at the end of the game, they made me have more confidence because they were able to get all the way back to making an 8-point game to where one stop then is literally a drive away from tying the game. That's what I was satisfied with. But to me, it wasn't an embarrassing loss. Like it made me realize the Panthers, they're going in the right direction.
Okay.
Yeah. I do think them putting up 0 points in the third quarter and allowing Dallas to get 20 points that's the biggest problem. I do think
that was a big collapse.
I'm gonna say this, and I mean this for all of my heart. Trayvon Diggs is top corner in the league right now. He had 2 picks, and I'm talking about these weren't like picks that were like gifted. Like these were ball hawk. He ran their route for them. He played fantastic against the Panthers.
He did. He played wonderful for the Cowboys.
He's a good young player, but I will say DJ Moore was giving him a little bit of some fits.
Yeah.
Agreed.
He still had 100 yards.
DJ still had a good game though.
Exactly.
And 2 TDs.
Yeah. So my thing, exactly. So Trayvon Diggs is good, but are we finally trying to say, okay, maybe DJ Moore is severely underrated? Because think about it, he's to me, I consider him a top 15 receiver.
Yes, I agree. I don't stutter at that at all. I don't stutter at that.
That's funny. Freddie said everything what I was going to talk about for the Panthers. Literally, they still look like a good team. It's like, okay, you've just faced against the Cowboys. Y'all still look good. You just made poorly mistakes. That's all.
So are we saying
that collapse?
Are we saying Dallas is a playoff deep team right now?
Yes. Oh yeah, they make it to the playoffs. 100%.
Yes.
I have something to say though about
deep in the playoffs.
Yes.
They're like a top 4 team in the NFC.
Depends. Yeah.
Top what?
Top 4.
Top 4 in the NFC.
I'm okay.
Still?
Yeah, I agree.
Agree. I have a question though. It's
Go
mostly for Davion, but
No.
I would like to hear y'all opinion on it too. Do you think Ezekiel Elliott still washed up?
No.
I never thought he was washed.
Well, I know y'all didn't, but Davion really. So Davion,
I did. I did think he was washed. I think.
Do you still think he washed up? That was my question. Do you still think he washed up?
I think he had a good game. I think for us to sit, I think he had one good game out of the 3.
Two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Their last game they had played against
Philly.
who did they play?
Philly.
Eagles.
Philly.
Yeah, Eagles. Yeah.
Okay. That's Philly. We're not gonna compare Philly to. Philly just let Kansas City put 42 on them. I'm not gonna give them that. I do think Panthers have.
But that's Kansas City though.
But I do. Let me finish.
Exactly.
I do think the Panthers have a better defense than Kansas City.
Oh yeah,
Of course.
So
Yeah.
100%.
I do.
No question.
I'm not gonna. I would say he is a game and a half of being good. I do think he's okay. The question was, is he still washed? The question, wait. The question was, is he still washed? I'm not gonna say he's washed, but I am gonna say that he is opening my eyes to showing me the Zeke from 3 years ago. Yes,
That's what I was gonna ask you. Do you starting to see he's slowly trying to get back to how he used to be?
I do.
Okay.
I am.
Especially with Dak back,
Yes, Dak looked. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That looked good.
That was great.
Really good.
Definitely in the conversation for MVP.
Heck yeah. I mean, he was in the conversation when he went down last season.
4 tubs.
Yeah, I like
Their receiving core, their offense is good.
they have a really good defense. I mean, offense and their defense is better as well.
Yeah.
I think Dallas is a scary team,
awesome.
man. Thankfully,
It is. They're a very scary team in the NFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, going back to Carolina a little bit.
Yeah.
Even though they didn't have McCaffrey, I'm actually again still impressed. Like they can be like I think they can be competitive without like their best player potentially. Now,
yeah,
Dallas is really good, but like the third quarter, like statistically this year, they've like the Panthers just like literally don't do anything in the third quarter, so they got to figure out a way to get over that hump. But I mean they always have really good first halves, and then it just kind of dips, and then they kind of pick it up. But yeah,
that's very true.
I want to add something to that.
You are so right about that. I want to add
something to that. It's not what you said. It's not like y'all had CMC down and injured, but it's not like y'all need him. But he's like, y'all have other people on your team that y'all can use. Y'all just overuse him a lot, so y'all just depend on him more on like every single game.
Yeah, but when you have a guy like McCaffrey, that changes the scheme so much for the defenses. And they have to focus so much more on him because he can do so many things in the passing game and the running game.
Everything. I think it's easy to say that.
He can do everything. He really can, yeah.
Like that's what potentially makes this offense like a pretty good offense because I mean there's just so many good weapons.
And the rookie
Chuba Hubbard didn't look that bad either. Mm-hmm.
I think they should start using him to run in between the tackles and whatnot.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They should start, and then they should start running him more, and not because obviously McCaffrey's better, but for the future. Like
he didn't look bad though.
Like we could just say, yeah, exactly. The rookie he looked good. So if we could save a few of them hits and stuff off of McCaffrey, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
Stop him from getting injured a lot.
I do like dang it, I forgot what I was gonna say. I do like you saying that, Carolina, they start the game really well. Third quarter they come out really cold and like dull, but like they pick it up like halfway or at the end of the third quarter. I think they do need to figure out how to turn that back on. Because I think they can. And I think they need to come out. I think if they need to understand that they're going to come out slow after halftime, and so they need to run the ball. And so they need to run the ball and like try to get that blood flowing again, and then they can make the big plays. But because
and I mean this was like their first game where they were down.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah. So and like in the past with Carolina, I've always seen this where they have like such a hot start usually, and literally like the fourth quarter, they just like make it like way too close than it should be. Like it should be done for by the first half. So that's the one thing I don't understand. That I think they just need to try to keep their like foot on the gas more. But yeah.
Yeah, they look good, man. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, as a Saints fan, it's hard to say this, but both of these teams look good. They both look like their offense is pretty nice, like high powered offenses and high powered defenses. Like both of these teams are scary playoff teams. Let's be honest.
I'm impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm impressed
honestly, yeah. I think Carolina. I think this game honestly could have went either way.
All right, well, I do want to get something stated though. Even though I did go for the Cowboys, and Cowboys are looking good and they are a good team, but I'm gonna need their fans to still relax. They fans are mad annoying. I had a customer at my job that was a Cowboy fan, and boy, oh boy. I mean, he really couldn't say too much about my team, but when he got on the other person's team, Lord, he was just nonstop about the Cowboys. Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to relax, okay? Y'all a good team, but relax.
Right? But yeah, moving on from the Cowboys, we got the Browns and the Vikings.
That game was boring. I will say that.
It was like a defense game, really, but not even just defense, just boring.
I don't think Baker. I'm gonna still argue. I don't think Baker's it.
No, I mean there's no argument. That's the truth, my
There's
sir.
no argument. Yeah, I agree with you.
I mean,
honestly, a good team. It's just maybe if they have a better quarterback, then yeah.
Let's be honest. Hold on. Let me break it down real quick.
They running is still good though. It's like they have two good running backs.
I think both of these teams, Vikings and the Browns, should be disappointed in this game today. I mean on Sunday. Yeah, put up 14 and then 7 points. Are you serious? Really? These NFL teams only put up 21 combined points. With these, and let's be honest, both of these offenses aren't bad offenses at all.
No.
I don't know what happened. I honestly don't.
Well, for the Browns, I could say for Baker Mayfield,
Baker
also, the Browns' defense is just really, really good this year.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I mean, Myles Garrett's on another level. So
you got randomly drug tested on Monday.
Yep.
Man, they don't play. But yeah, I mean, are the Browns okay? Here's a good question: are the Browns like a deep playoff team right now?
It can be.
I think they're the best in that division.
Really, over the Bengals?
Oh, 100%.
I got them over the Bengals too.
Interesting.
What is your problem with the Browns? Like, I don't get.
I don't have a problem with the Browns. I'm just saying, I don't think
the Bengals aren't bad. Don't get me wrong, but they're not ready. The Browns are like ready. Like they have to win in the next year or two, or else it could potentially be a bust.
I think it'll be a bust. Honestly, I think it'll be a bust.
Yeah, I mean with the Chiefs and the Bills, that's tough.
Here's a good question. Game on the line. Baker or what's my kid's name? Help me out, y'all. Bengals quarterback.
Burrow.
Burrow. Yeah. I got Joe. I got Joe. 100% Joe. Baker. It's a fact. It's like Baker. To me, he just folds under pressure. It's like that last second they have the ball, last possession. He be having, and then it's not like he don't have a lot of time. He be having a lot of time sometimes, and he just poorly mistake, and he'll either get sacked because he'll either get sacked, or he'll just throw a dumb pass and it just get intercepted or just incomplete. So
remember, who he reminds me of? He's like a work because honestly, I'll be honest. Baker can throw a nice ball, but he's just inaccurate and his decision making is bad. He reminds me of like a lesser. He reminds me of a lesser Teddy Bridgewater.
I'd rather have Teddy Bridgewater than.
Oh yeah, because Baker. Teddy's a really good game manager. Teddy's a really good game manager, and he can actually throw the ball really well and accurate. And he's not dumb. Like he's a very smart quarterback as well.
I think. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Freddie.
Oh well. I think with Baker, the problem is, especially that organization as well, they don't realize Baker is a game manager.
Yeah,
he's not a guy that you need him to step back and throw 30, 40 balls and try to win you a football game strictly off of Baker. He's not that type of QB. He needs a great run game so he can run that play action and a good offensive line.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Like if teams know he's passing, it's usually doesn't come up with a good result in my opinion.
I mean, because let's be honest, if you blitz Baker and you put him on the ground 5 times, he's gonna have a problem.
Oh yeah.
And if you force him to drop back and make that throw, it's gonna get to his head.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But I don't know. I think
easily targeted.
I think for the Vikings to only scored 7 points this game, that's just disappointing.
Yeah.
That's just poor from them. Kurt needs to clean it up drastically.
I'm really surprised with Minnesota and how bad they've been. Well, I actually thought they were going to be a really good team.
Honestly, on paper, they look like their offense looks fantastic.
And they got their defensive starters back from COVID and injuries, and I'm like, what's going on?
Like Xavier Woods has just been quiet. Harrison Smith has been quiet. They got Patrick Peterson. He's been quiet as well. Like, it's just, are they not clicking or what is it? Honestly, their defensive coordinator, he's getting cut. He's gone too. He's gone this offseason. I mean, but honestly, they held the Browns to 14 points, so it must mean something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, their offense just is a little lackluster, and it needs to really be fixed because they just can't be putting up 7 points with all those weapons and all those guys who can make big plays. And, that's just poor.
Do y'all think Cleveland's offense or Minnesota's offense is better?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I would go.
I'm going with the Browns because they have more.
No,
I'm going with the Browns. Their running game Minnesota only have Dalvin Cook, to me, in my opinion.
What?
But they're more balanced.
Hold on now.
They are way more balanced because of Jefferson and Thielen.
Yes, thank you. Come on, guy.
But the Browns.
But Thielen hasn't been playing good.
I mean, because Kirk Cousins.
It's not because of Kirk, because the past 3 games, Kirk's been playing good too. So.
Not this game.
No, not this game. But he has been playing. He has been playing good other games. So.
I will 100% say the Vikings.
I wouldn't just put all the blame on Kirk Cousins now.
Okay, let's say this: if we're choosing Madden, right? And you got Browns and the Vikings offense. Who are you going with? Let's take into account.
I play with Browns more on Madden anyway. So
let's be honest. You got the OBJ who's washed up.
He's still OP in Madden, so you can't compare that. But he's not washed up.
He's washed. He is washed.
He is not washed up. He is not washed up. You used the washed up word too fast for me.
Listen, he's washed and he's leaving this
season. Torn ACL. You got to give him time.
Exactly.
He's washed and he's leaving this season.
I think
the washed up word way too much for me.
I think what's holding Baker back. That's how I feel. Like
he forced it. Oh no, wait! I think
Baker's the reason why Odell seems washed.
Agreed. Completely
Baker
agreed.
Definitely, he tries to force it to Odell all the time when he's not open. And then when he's open, he doesn't even throw him the ball. So it's like, I don't know. Baker to me is basically Odell is still good. I could definitely still see him having some good seasons ahead of him. But it's just Baker, man.
I think honestly, I think that's because because Baker has this ego in his head. Is like, okay, I have to get Odell the ball, or if not, he's gonna yell at me, or he's gonna throw a fit, or he's gonna cry about it. But then at the same time, it's like you have this high-powered running game. Why should I be here throwing the ball? Like, why should I have to drop back and do this? And drop back and make the decision whenever my running game's really good. And so I honestly just don't know what's holding either of these offenses back, in my opinion. Because they're both really good offenses, and they both should be putting up at least 21 points a game.
Their quarterbacks holding them back?
Oh.
Question mark.
I mean, Kurt's obviously better than Baker. But it's like he's just very inconsistent.
Yes, that's his only problem.
That's his only problem. I don't think he's a bad QB either. But I don't know. I don't know.
Kirk Cousins is good for 6 of the games per season. 6 of them. He'll give you 6 wins. Okay, now that the season's extended, he'll give you 8. How about that? But I don't think he's just not that guy.
I don't
he's
get
good
how
for half the
y'all
season.
say he's not this guy, and it's not like every game the Vikings play they got blown out. No, they put enough points, they scoring. It's just their defense. You have to realize that they also had injuries, but even though they defense back, they still. I don't know with the Browns game.
Listen,
maybe
with the weapons, my problem
but-
is with the weapons that Kirk Cousins have, they can't be scoring 7 points. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me go back to Kurt too. I think the difference between Kurt, in the Vikings with all the other QBs in their teams, is Kurt's a good quarterback. He's not a great QB.
Okay.
He's
in the NFL, what number is he of starting quarterbacks?
I'm gonna
say between 15 and 20.
I was just about to say that.
I think he's better than Jameis.
I would give him 15 plays.
Oh, he's better than Jameis.
He's a mid-tier QB. He's. Damn, I don't know, man.
I would give him 15.
I'll give him, honestly, at one point, maybe next week, y'all, we should rank the starting quarterbacks. Let's do that next week. Because I don't know. I think, honestly, he's at somewhere in the middle of the park. Maybe, I think I'll say 12 to 16. He's in that gap. Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, I'll give you that.
But other than that, I don't think, he just doesn't do it for me, man. Him or Baker. They don't do it for me.
Baker definitely don't do it for me. But Browns is not a bad team, so I'm gonna need you to stop getting on Browns, okay?
Yeah.
It's not the Browns.
When they bring some metal home, I'll be quiet. How about that?
Wait, hold on.
I can say for the Saints too. All right, next game.
All right, moving on. Moving on. We have the Bears and the Lions.
I didn't really watch that game, but
I feel bad for Detroit, dude. Everything just did not go their way. Nothing went their way.
Oh.
I mean, the play when Goff was going to do his checks and reads, and the center snapped the ball in his chest, and it went right into the defender's hands. That was just
unlucky.
So unlucky.
He's getting the lion curse like Matthew.
Yeah, honestly, that city is just. It's just bad luck. I mean, listen.
It's not the city; it's the team.
Jared Goff numbers don't look terrible. Do we put him above? Do we put him? You think it's Jared Goff?
But no, I'm saying, but I was just saying, but it's Jared Goff. He's average at best. He'll give maybe 2 or 3 really good games.
Do you put him above? Do you put him over Kurt and Baker?
No. Wait.
No.
I put him over Baker. I put him over Baker, but I wouldn't put him over Kurt.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I wouldn't put him over Baker, in my opinion.
You wouldn't put him over Baker?
Goff?
I'm going to tell you
Goff,
I'm going to tell you one reason why he's better than
he tricked us, in my opinion.
What?
To me, Goff tricked me. The second year when McVay came and stuff, putting up great numbers, I think MVP candidate, all that.
That's because of Sean McVay. That's Sean McVay, though.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying he tricked us, because Sean McVay made him look like he was a top 10 QB in the league. If that season, possibly top 5.
Yeah.
And now look at him.
Okay.
I mean, but he's still putting up numbers, though. It's not like he got 7 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions?
That's not bad. Do we say he's terrible?
With no wins.
It's the Browns.
Because of the Lions.
I mean, it's the Lions.
It's the Lions. The Lions is terrible. That's like with Matthew. So you're saying that's like with Matthew. He's the top 10 quarterback, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he is a top 10, right?
Honestly, probably top 5 right now.
Exactly. Now he's top 5 now because he's with a better squad.
Yeah, good point.
So you have to realize it's not the quarterback most of the time. Sometimes it's the team.
Huh.
Man, I know that, but I already know what Goff is, and Goff's an average QB at best. He's not tricking me again to think he's good. He's average at best.
I think he's better than Baker.
I'm gonna say he's average. I'll say he's good.
I think giving the ball to either of them with the final minute, I'll give the ball to Jared Goff all day. I do think he is a smart quarterback who is one of the better ones that we've seen in a little while. I think Jared Goff, he's a smart quarterback, and I think after learning from what Sean McVay has taught him, I think that did make him better. Like you said, Freddie, I do think he did fool a lot of people because he is not good.
He did.
Yeah, but yeah,
not at all. He's average.
I wouldn't give him average.
I'll give him average. I think
I'll give him average. I'll give him a little. I'll give him like average. What we're saying average is a C plus, a B minus.
Yeah, C plus, maybe
C plus,
B minus. B minus is like above average. B minus above average.
I'd say he's a
C
B
plus.
minus.
Is like
I give him exactly. I'm about to say he's above average. I give him that.
He's a C plus, B minus for me. Honestly,
he's a B minus. I give him B minus.
Honestly, he's pushing C to C plus in my opinion. Pushing.
I mean,
we got another Davion. I thought he was the only one that was slandering like quarterbacks. Golly.
I mean, enough talk about him. What about Justin Fields though? I mean, he only threw the ball.
He threw an interception.
I mean, but he only threw the ball 17 times.
Yeah, but
exactly.
He threw the ball 17 times. Why so low though? Why so low? Do you think?
Matt Nagy doesn't know what he's doing, and also
he wasn't even doing
the running game working for them too. So
yeah, but they ran the ball
actually.
So.
You said what, Matt? I'm sorry.
I was gonna say with Montgomery out now, it's gonna be very interesting how that offense is now because
is he out? I know he was doubtful. Is he out?
4 to 5 weeks.
Oh,
bro, he's like number one in my fantasy team right now. What?
Well, Lions is the worst team besides the Falcons to me.
The Bears, I think they'll fit. I think one thing with their offense is they got to figure out what the hell they're doing with Allen Robinson.
Yes, and
he's your best player on offense.
And they need to figure out what they're doing with Justin Fields. I mean, Allen Robinson is what, top 10, top 15 receiver right now?
Yes.
And he got the ball 3 times this past weekend. 3 times.
Technically, this was his best game. If you take for receiving yards, he had 66.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
He's a beast, and he's
their best weapon, and they're not
the Saints trade for him. How about the Saints trade for him? I don't mind that.
Well, we all know that's not going to happen.
Exactly.
World never said no.
Yeah, the Saints barely got any money, bro. Let's stop.
Barely. We mean barely. We have no money. We have none whatsoever.
I was being nice.
No, hey, I'm being honest. We got nothing. We are broke. But yeah, I think Matt Nagy is getting cut this off season. If he doesn't, it'll be surprising because what they're doing. Honestly, let's just say I think they have a pretty high-powered offense. The Bears. I mean, with their weapons
if they figure out Fields, then yeah.
But right now
they get a better left tackle,
better O line. Their O line's really bad.
But this 17. Listen, you got to throw the ball more, and Allen Robinson has to get the ball more. Something needs to be designed for him to get the ball more. That's poor from Matt Nagy and that Bears coaching staff. They should be.
You need a better offensive coordinator and head coach for that to work.
Yeah, you got a point. Well,
I don't got anything else. We can move on to the next game. Anybody else?
Moving on to one of my favorites, Buffalo. I love Buffalo and the Texans.
Buffalo's just a good. All right. Well, look, listen. I did have something to say about that. I just love how the Bills playing this season. I really do. Their defense is really good. Really improved a lot.
Wasn't it you at the beginning of the season when they lost that first game that was saying, "Oh, the Bills look like they're trash"? Wasn't that you?
No, I never said it was trash.
Honestly, if I find the clip, I'm gonna put it in this video.
I never said it was
trash. I'm gonna expose you.
But if I did say that, I'll take that back because they're actually pretty good. If I did, I don't know. I don't remember saying that. I do remember they lost, but they did lose to the Steelers, and it was like
I think that's the first game of the season.
It's just the thing I did say is Josh Allen didn't show up. I did say that.
Yeah, you did say that.
But what I can say is, if the Bills could keep it up, especially their defense and their offense, they can make it to the Super Bowl. In my eyes, I think they could beat the Chiefs.
I mean, y'all know they're my Super Bowl predictions, right?
Yeah, I think they could make it to the Super Bowl. To me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy because at the beginning of the year, I used to think, "Oh, the Chiefs are going to definitely beat the Bills again." I don't think that's the case.
No,
I'm saying that's what I thought.
Now going back to the defense. I mean, Buffalo's defense.
Woo!
Ooh boy.
They look scary. They look
no
too
fly zone
scary.
out there, huh? No fly zone.
Well, let me
Granted,
say
they
something
haven't
though.
played the best offenses. Granted, they haven't played the best offenses, but still, I
But
mean,
4 interceptions, no fly zone,
I
man.
have a question. I was about to say I have a question. Yeah, speaking of that, with Davis, with their quarterback Davis Mills, will you think he'll continue to be a starting quarterback for the Texans if when Taylor come back or not?
No,
I think they should keep. I think they should.
I don't know.
I
The
wouldn't.
Texans are just
4
horrible. Like I don't know what
interceptions.
you can do.
That's terrible.
No.
That's
Listen,
terrible.
but it's
That
like
is
he's a rookie. Is he a rookie? He's a rookie, yeah.
Yes, he's
Yes.
a rookie.
Yeah, he's
a
a
rookie.
rookie.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna
Rookie
That's
third
worse
round.
than Trevor
break it
Lawrence,
down.
though. That's worse than Trevor Lawrence.
Well, okay, I'm gonna tell you why it's not worse than Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence was the number 1 pick in the NFL draft, number 1. So don't give him that silent. Don't give him that treatment. For 2, I think
David Mills is a third round pick too.
He's a third round pick. He didn't play the first 2-3 games this season. So he had to figure out his way back into the offense. He didn't have any chemistry with these receivers or anything. So I think right now it's a fresh start. He's a third round pick. I think you give him as much time as he needs to be a good receiver. I mean to be a good quarterback.
4 interceptions ain't looking too good for him.
No, but when Tyrod comes back, I think he will go back to the bench. Yes. I mean, ultimately, he will go back to the bench. I mean, and it's the Texans. They're not a good team right now.
Yeah,
so
but that was a terrible performance, though, from them. That was terrible.
But
the Bills have a good defense.
I mean, they are going against the Bills. Come on now.
I mean, one of the top teams in the NFL.
I feel like before Taylor got hurt, I mean, the Bills was putting up points now. It's not like they wasn't.
Agreed.
It was putting up points against the Browns. So I don't know.
Listen, I don't think Mills get all that slander that you're trying to give him. I don't think you do that.
I would give him that.
Yeah, but not 87 yards, 4 picks. That's
terrible. That's worse than Trevor, though.
Yeah, but Trevor was also the number 1 pick. That's my bottom line. Number 1 pick in the NFL draft.
I don't know. All them players, he was number 1.
But not doing 87 yards and 4 interceptions and no touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. For a third round, I don't understand what the frustration that you have with Mr. Mills.
Just bad.
He's on the Houston Texans. He's on the Texans.
The Texans are just horrible. We can't do it. There's nothing they can do. They kind of screwed themselves. Obviously this whole Watson issue is crazy. They literally gave up all their draft picks for Tunsil, who's been pretty mediocre. I mean, they put themselves in this situation, and they're in rebuild mode for probably a while. I mean, they went up against a top 5 team in the league. They're gonna get their ass whooped. So
pretty much. Pretty much.
That was just embarrassing, though.
Well, here's some breaking news that just popped on my phone. Saints running back number 2 or 3, I can't remember which one he is. Tony Jones is out with ankle injury for 3 to 4 weeks. So, just keep the fun stuff coming, keep it all coming for the Saints. It's just bad. It's just bad right now, y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
To me, it makes me happy inside that the Saints are not how they were. Because when we think about these us Panthers fans, bro, we
y'all got it the worst. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, bro. Let's go on to the next game, bro.
Y'all got it the worst.
We got beat by the Saints 3 times in 1 year.
We did. That was honestly one of my favorite years.
Y'all got it the worst.
Ever. That was one of my favorite years ever. When we beat y'all 3 years. But like Matt said, we're on to the next game.
Next game.
And the Dolphins.
You said the Dolphins?
Colts and the
Dolphins.
They played the Dolphins. That's what I'm gonna say.
Set each other on fire.
They played the Dolphins. That's all.
Hey,
no.
Miami winning though.
Who? We did?
I had Colts.
Yeah, I was the only one that said the Colts. I had the Colts.
Yeah, I'm about to say I had Colts.
There goes Elijah Lyon again.
I did not say Miami.
Who I said.
I definitely said Miami.
Honestly, we need to write down who we say, so we can find out.
Yeah, we need to keep track on it.
See who bringing the cap out.
I definitely said the Giants versus the Saints, and look, Giants won, right?
No, you didn't want to bet, so shut your mouth. That
doesn't matter, but I said the Giants, right?
Scared.
Anyways, Colts and the Dolphins. Anybody got to say something about that?
The Dolphins, they've showed me they're average at best. especially with Brissett in the game. I think that like on both sides they're very average. Like
I like
teams
Brissett.
are just it's just to me like between Brissett and Tua, they're both very average. So like you can have any of them in the game. The offense to me is still going to run how it's been running, even with Tua in the game. It's not going to be like a huge improvement.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like,
okay,
Miami,
I got a quick one because I think y'all are just yawning about this game.
Yeah, it's kind of too boring.
Listen, I like Jacoby back when he was at the Colts. I think he played well then. Wentz, Mr. Glass, had 2 tubs this week, so that's funny. I guess
Mr. Glass.
Yeah, that's Mr. Glass for you.
I like that.
I don't know. Jonathan Taylor finally woke up this week.
Yeah.
Finally gave me some fantasy points, which I'm very proud of. But other than that, y'all, like this Dolphins game is just probably one of the least, favorite. Even though like it was like a high scoring game, it's kind of boring.
I
don't really care.
I mean, 1-3 teams playing against each other. It's like,
listen, y'all. Listen. Next
game
game.
to watch.
Next game.
Yeah. Next game we can talk about is some more trash. Just absolute dumpster fire. We got the I wouldn't call it trash. Probably Washington football team and the Atlanta Falcons.
I got a little say something.
The Falcons keep impressing me on how much they just lose leads. It's just kind of ridiculous at this point.
Honestly, it's been like that since they lost.
They still in the gutter in my eyes. Like that's all I can say. They're one of the worst teams in my opinion. They still in the gutter.
I think they're the worst team in the league.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I'd say yeah.
They're terrible.
They're just bad at best.
I mean,
they're just
wait, what, Freddie? Freddie, what?
They're bad at best. Like that.
That's so disrespectful. That's the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard in my life.
I mean, look, Matt Ryan had a good game, but this dude has like nobody to throw to besides Ridley.
Is he still playing?
You can't really. I mean, he has Pitts and Hurts. Like,
again, they haven't done anything with him.
I think that offense, they don't know what to do with Kyle Pitts right now. They shouldn't have drafted him, in my opinion. They shouldn't have drafted him.
Drafted a tight end and don't know how to use them.
And they had a good. I mean, they had a decent tight end as well. And Hurst played is good.
Yeah, they definitely didn't have a game plan for when they drafted Pitts. They just were like, "Oh, we have Pitts," and they didn't know what to, do with it.
Yeah, they have no idea still.
Yeah, I have a question though for y'all.
Go ahead.
Do y'all blame the Washington defense or their offense for most of their games?
Offense.
Their defense is not that good this year. Like I don't know what happened.
I feel like their defense is not how they was last year.
Their defense
is not.
They came into the season honestly like with high hopes and high aspirations because they played really well against Tampa Bay last season. They played really well towards the end of the season, but honestly, they have been mediocre at best.
Yeah.
On paper, their defense. Defense got better. Their
D line is good. Like their D line is really good. But for them to allow Atlanta to put 30 on them,
30.
That's poor.
I think they only sacked Matt Ryan like once or twice, and they have a horrible offensive line.
What is she doing?
One sack on Matt Ryan.
Like what?
But they did traumatize the Falcons again. They came back and beat them. Falcons
it's win. It's not much to talk about. It's Atlanta.
Yeah. Atlanta.
They know for that.
Honestly, the Washington football team, like their defense is one of the biggest like disappointments of this season so far.
Yeah, because we knew what the offense was going to be like coming into this. Like we're like, okay, their offense is going to be, decent. Give them some points every once in a while when they need it, and then the defense is going to be the strong point. But it's not.
That's where everybody had their faith in, though. They had their faith in Washington defense because they looked really good towards the end of the season. So
I honestly don't know what happened. I mean, Ron Rivera's still coaching. They just are just yawning these days. Just boring. They just don't want to play football, I guess.
Let's hold on. We gotta shout out Taylor Heineke though. He had a hell of a game.
Yeah, he did.
Heineke, what a kid. 293
TDs.
Woo. He was throwing that thing. Terry McLaurin had a really good one as well. He's had another good game.
McLaurin is a beast.
He's one of their best wide receivers, though. So
top 10 in the league right now, eh?
Top 10.
Pretty close.
I would have to look at the receivers and talk it out and see if he's top 10. He possibly, but it's just I don't know. We'd have to look into it.
Not right now. I wouldn't give it to him.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
I give it to later on in the run.
No.
I'm just saying right now.
He's had a couple of really good games.
Yeah, but if he can keep it up, then yeah, I give him top 10.
Taylor Heineke's throwing 3 tubs, almost 300 passing yards. If they get that run game situated, I think they could be a good play action team. But right now their running game is just a little lackluster. Even though Antonio Gibson should be, relatively well. Like he should be good. He should be performing.
That's their best.
Yeah, and JD McKissick as well. Who should be performing as well. But I think there's a lot of NFL teams, a lot of NFL players this season have just disappointed, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. I think we came into this season with a lot of high hopes for a lot of guys, but they just aren't. I think they're just chilling at home in the off season, not putting that work in.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, the next game's going to be a pretty good one. I honestly always love talking about the NFC West.
Both of them games is good. Which one are you talking about first, Dom?
We're talking about Seattle and the 49ers.
Okay. I don't really have too much to say.
I got a question. I got a question. I'm going to pose real quick. Should the Niners be afraid? Should they be scared about what's going on right now? Starting off really hot and then they're dropping to 2-2.
Freddie, you got anything to say about their defense again?
Man, their defense, I will say, they stepped it up a little bit because they literally held Seattle to 21 points, which or was it 28 or 21? I can't remember. 28. That's a good bit of point. That's not. But then again, it's Seattle. Like Seattle's usually putting 30 up to 40 points. You know what I'm saying? Like usually a high scoring game. But
I think 28 is like that minimum that they get a game. I think it's more from their defense.
But they also offense-wise, they left everybody under 100 yards. So
yeah. So that's the thing.
On paper, because Russell didn't have the best game.
Yeah,
that wasn't a good game for Russell.
Yeah. But I definitely do think that if Trey Lance is ready and they starting Trey Lance, like that offense, man, the sky's the limit, man. Like that offense will be crazy once Trey Lance gets it.
Do you think he'll start in the next couple of weeks?
Would you? Yeah, I want to say. Would you think he's starting over Jimmy?
Or would you start him?
So. I hope so because with Lance, to me, I feel like you have more of a chance with Lance. Like, that week against the Packers, he did drive them down to score a touchdown. But I think with Jimmy, it's like your offense is like it's just they have a low you already know what their offense is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But with Trey Lance, he has so many different things that he can bring to that offense. It's ridiculous.
He's really good as well.
Yeah. He was a little shaky at first when he came in, but
he knows how to adjust. He knows how to adjust. And honestly, exactly. I'm gonna jump real quick. It's like coming out of college, he went to Utah State. Not like they didn't play the most competition. He had the biggest question mark beside his name, but the kid can ball. Mm-hmm. And, he can play really good football. And I honestly,
he did better than Jimmy.
Oh, agreed. Honestly, if Jimmy wants to come to the Saints next season, hey, because I do think they trade Jimmy this offseason.
They have to. They're paying him way too much money if they want to literally have Lance be the starter.
I think they trade Jimmy this offseason to the Saints. Actually, I don't know if I want Jimmy or not. But
you're going from average
I have a question. Yeah, I'm about to say I would have a question. Would you rather have Jimmy or Jameis?
Jimmy all day. I think Jimmy is a little bit. I think Jameis is below average, and I think Jimmy is a little bit below. I think Jimmy is like a C minus, a C plus.
He's average. He's average.
He's C plus.
I would say he's like
a 79.9 in my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think they're both the same.
0.9.
Really? You think Jameis Winston and Jimmy Garoppolo the same?
Yeah, because the simple
I'd
fact
rather have Winston slightly.
What?
Because think about
Dude,
it.
Jimmy's so injury prone.
Oh yeah, Mr. Glass
I can't deal
2.0.
with that.
Yeah, you got a point.
Brother.
Good point. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't know. But Jameis, man, Jameis be throwing the craziest things up, man. He just don't care about our life or his checks at all.
He
all,
just
bro.
there for the check. He there for the check.
He there to eat dubs or eat L's right now. You know, we eating a whole lot of L's.
Wow.
But I don't know. Yeah, I think Trey should start soon, like this week or next. If they want to keep their playoff aspirations open and keep their eyes on winning, I think they bench Jimmy right now.
Yeah, but it's only if Trey Lance is ready.
Yeah. Do you think he is?
I think they should give him one game at least.
I mean, do you think he is ready or no?
It's hard to tell because it was just one game and stuff. Because think about it, Trey Lance might come in next week and have like a 4 or 5 interception game. I'm not saying it will happen, but you just never know. Like he showed me, but he did show me a lot of promise with the throws he was making, the decisions, and all that. How the offense was running.
I don't think he'll ever throw 4 interceptions in a game.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not saying that would happen.
Yeah, I knew, but I was just like, I don't think I think he's too smart. And honestly, watching him play is like his decision making is quick. It's like he has something that Baker doesn't have.
Well, a lot of QBs have that. Let's be real.
All right. Do we think Seattle is like the real or a team to be reckoned with, or do you think just 49ers just had a bad game?
It's just
Seattle's still a sleeper. They like 50.
Seattle,
They 50-50 with me.
No, I think they're
always good, but they just not how they used to be. So they are 50-50 with me.
I think they missed the playoffs.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see this be the year they miss it.
Yeah, I think they missed the playoffs.
If they can, mind you, this is their first division game, correct?
Second, right. I think, right? Is it not second?
No, second. They play the Cardinals, right or not?
Let's let me check.
This they first. So. I believe this they first.
All right. Yeah, okay, make your point.
This week they play the Rams.
Yeah, this is their first. So
yeah,
I feel like they can make it if they take all of their division games serious. If they win most of their division games, they can make it.
I mean, not to get ahead of ourselves, do they beat the Rams though?
No. I mean, they play the Rams next, so we wouldn't know.
I just want to make sure. we're all.
We can talk about that later.
Rams are way better.
Rams is better, but
we talked about. We have teams like we talked about earlier. Teams have their offense. Their defense has to match their offense.
Yeah,
and the Rams do have that.
All right.
Seahawks do not.
No, they don't. I mean, but them. Okay. I just want to touch real quick on the 49ers defense. Are they like a problem? Is that something you should be like worried about?
Yes and no.
28
because
Seattle.
28. I mean, they did the best they possibly could do. Like in my opinion, like that's Seattle. Like they always have. They're known for that offense.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just the question mark is the quarterback. Like to me, like if Trey Lance was played the whole game or something, maybe who knows? The result could have been different.
Yeah. Good point.
That's true.
So you just never know.
Okay.
That's so funny. Yeah. Gonna move on to the Cardinals versus the Rams. I'm gonna pose a question. So hold on.
I was about to say something.
Did we underestimate how good the Cardinals actually are?
100%.
I agree. Yeah, I did. I didn't expect that from them.
I didn't either.
They defense stepped up a lot. They defense is really good. Like
I don't agree with that statement. I do not agree with that statement. But I do.
Even the Rams on 20. Come on now.
But I don't think you have to say they're really. I don't think they're really good. No, I don't think they're really good.
I'm not saying they're really good. I said they looked. They stepped it up.
I think their offense is a lot better than their defense is.
Oh yeah, 100%. I agree with you. Their offense is better, but their defense did step it up against the Rams. So like, if they have games like that against competitive teams, they can make it far and they can go somewhere.
You know what they did? You know what the Cardinals did? They established a play action, and they did it well.
That too.
I mean, because
another thing. Another thing I do want to also point out with the Cardinals, the Rams defense is good. And for them to have
really good,
especially when it comes to rushing yards, Cardinals the only team that put up 200 plus yards on them when it came to rushing.
Yeah.
So,
Man.
Well, let me tell you,
they was running through them.
I think Kyler's really good because let me tell you how you can tell that this Cardinals offense is really good because you have Kyler Murray at quarterback, who you have to always keep a spy on, and if they get their running game established, and obviously they did with Chase Edmonds with 120 yards, they get the play action established with not outstanding numbers, but they're getting their receiving core to catch the ball as well. That's all scary collaborations, man. They were firing on all cylinders this past weekend.
Right. Yeah. But then this brings me to my question.
Mm-hmm.
Is Kyler Murray the MVP as of right now?
Ooh.
Yes. He's
I
stepping
think
up.
so.
Who's better?
He's carrying. He's carrying.
He
that
is.
team.
He is doing good.
And he's kind of on a different level right now.
Yeah.
I can agree.
I think him or Justin Herbert is. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, you and this Justin.
I'm kidding. That was a joke.
I mean,
but yeah, no, I think Kyler is. Yeah.
He improved a lot. He's good.
I mean, I wouldn't even say he improved a lot. I think
he wasn't bad last year, but he's
just,
better than before. He's just getting better. Yeah.
He is getting he is becoming a really good quarterback. Easily top 5 right now in the NFL. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Out of these two teams, who do you think who has a better chance in the playoffs?
The Rams. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was also gonna say
why?
Rams is still a good team.
More experience.
Exactly, that too. And then Sean McVay, their coach. Come on now.
Get better coaching. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting. Do you think
they can pull it through?
All right. Do you think Cliff Kingsbury is a terrible coach, or is he decent?
I don't know. I have mixed feelings about Cliff, in my opinion. It's just I don't know how to explain it exactly because it's just to me. I never even understood how he got hired.
That job, yeah. I still don't.
Yeah. Because if you looked at his record from where he came from in college, I think he was at Texas Tech or whatever.
Yeah.
He wasn't even above 500, and then he got a job.
Let me tell you, I think why. I think because they wanted to keep Kyler with Cliff, and I think we see that dynamic work perfectly though. We see Cliff and we see them two work really well together, and I think if Cliff can get into just decision making it down and his head coaching abilities down. I mean, they just beat the Rams, arguably probably the best team in the NFL right now. So I think you have to give them some credit.
Yeah.
And they took the number 1 spot too. So
yeah.
Yep.
Does this set the Rams back at all?
Does it set who back?
It was just a bad game.
It'll help them the next time they play the Cardinals. I think they'll win that game.
I agree too.
I agree.
I mean, it's Cardinals at home though. Cardinals will be at home next time.
Yep.
We'll see. It just really, we'll just see because teams, it's always especially division games. It's just
division games are
anyone wins.
Those are never easy games.
So I'm not too worried. Yeah, exactly.
But it's with me it's just Cardinals been putting up 30+ points games for their 4 games. So their offense is looking really incredibly good. They're looking really, really good. So
I think all credit, not all credit, but a lot of credit to Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray both for understanding what they need to do to score. Because let's be honest, it's hard to score in the NFL. I mean, look at the Vikings and the Browns, or look at the Dolphins. I think, or Houston. I think they understand what clicks and what clicks well. And putting up 37 against a really good Rams defense, man, it's a big pat on the back, man. In my opinion.
I was really shocked about the rushing yards. That's what I was really. I thought they was stop the running game, but no.
Yeah, honestly, I would love
that
to see.
team and the Cardinals are known for pass.
Yeah.
The Rams D-line is nice, so for them to get through that and break through it, it was.
I think the Cardinals are as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's about it. You got anything else about that game?
Nah.
Oh, I got one more thing. Matthew Stafford. Question marks? Any for anybody?
No. Play against the Cardinals.
No, just one bad
That's a
game.
good team. Yeah.
One bad game.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even say he had.
He didn't have a bad game. He just threw one interception. That was it.
I would say it's better than what he can.
I kind of saw some of it. He missed some throws.
Yeah.
He was missing some throws and stuff.
Did he get sacked at all?
So,
Does anybody know if he got sacked?
He did. I think he got. No, he didn't get sacked. He didn't.
Wow.
Huh.
That's interesting.
I think he needs to. I think he needs to settle down and realize that he's one of the Rams, not the Lions. So he needs to win. You know.
He was throwing dark. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the next game we got, moving on, we got the Packers and the Steelers.
I already knew the Packers was gonna win. That's my team. Another dub on us. Oh, I do want to shut up. Be quiet. Steelers are trash. But I do want to point out before anybody say anything else, like you can have the floor because I don't really got too much to say about the game. But I do want to say like AJ Dillon, I like that man. I'm not gonna lie, I like him. Like I feel like we should start running the ball with him more too sometimes.
That's funny.
Like go back and forth. I really actually like him. So
I think this came up. in the podcast a couple weeks ago, but he was actually gonna leave this season. No, or he's gonna be the number one running back. Either that, or he's gonna leave because Aaron Jones is taking up all the space, and he wanted to strive as the number one running back. And honestly, he can't be a number one running back in this football league. Noted. I mean, they did play the lousy Pittsburgh Steelers, but they are.
I think what we're trying to do is we're trying to make it fair because he's good. So it's like it's proven. It's like he's shown it that he's like What we trying to do is, I guess, we trying to share it out between those two.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you got.
Hopefully, no egos get in the way between those two.
I don't think it will.
Yeah, so
I think in order to have a good football team, you have to have a really good two running back dynamic. Ben Roethlisberger is a pile of garbage.
Get rid of that man, please.
They're definitely gonna draft a QB this draft.
They definitely doing
that. Do they tank or what? I mean, who do they draft?
I mean, I don't even think with their backups they're good.
No,
they have like Haskins. Dwayne Haskins, I think, is their QB.
None of their backups are good.
It is. Do they draft Sam Howell from North Carolina or what?
Whoever falls to him, I don't know, honestly.
It's so funny.
It's just like QB situation is horrible.
Yeah. I know this is an off-topic question, but who is going to be a good quarterback off the draft this season? Who is going to be that number one guy?
It's hard because it's like there's different guys that I feel like in this class they start to gain momentum. Like before the college season started, it was Sam Howell was number one pick automatically. And then it was Spencer Rattler. And now it's the kid from Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. Now the dude from Nevada. It's just shifting different directions. So at this point, I don't even know who it's going to be.
I don't know. Saints probably might need to draft one as well. So, Lord, help us all.
Definitely need that.
There we go. But yeah, Packers are now 3-1.
3-1
with one loss to the New Orleans Saints in a blowout.
3-1, not 2-2.
A blowout.
3-1.
A blowout.
2-2.
To the New Orleans Saints.
3-1.
Just saying, just a blowout.
What y'all looking like in the division? What's that division looking like?
Number 2.
Oh, okay.
Number 3, actually.
I was about to say, definitely not number 2.
Yeah, number 3. It's fine. It's still blew out the
Packers. I know
Packers.
it's fine that y'all 2-2.
Still blew the Packers out, man. That's all I got to say.
I'm making it to the postseason. I know. I understand.
Blew out
I know that feeling.
the Green Bay Packers.
I wouldn't know that feeling, but I know your team.
Oh my god! All right, what's the next game?
Garbage. Bunch of scrubs.
Garbage.
Garbage. Next game we have are the Denver Broncos and the help me out, y'all. Ravens, Baltimore. It's been a long day.
So I have a question about that game. I have a question.
Go ahead.
So do y'all think it was disrespectful for what they did at the end of the game?
Here we go. We talked about this a little bit while you were gone. I don't think it's disrespectful. I think they wanted to keep their record going, so they ran it. I also do see the side of where the disrespect can come in because it's the unspoken, like the unwritten rule. Like, listen, run the ball out if you're up. Like that's what the rule is, and them getting the ball around them. Their Broncos head coach wasn't too happy about that, but like he can suck it up, like win the game.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
But it's not even. Listen, it's not even that though. They also lost Teddy. So
wait, really?
He got hurt.
He got hurt again.
But did Drew get in? Drew Lock?
I feel like, but I can't blame.
Lock.
Yeah, Drew Lock's terrible. I was about to say that about him too.
I like Drew Lock.
I do not like him at all. Like the Browns' defense is good. It's not like they wasn't stopping the Ravens. They were stopping the Ravens. Now it's just Justin Tucker, that they kicker. Yeah, that man there. He made 3 field goals with him. So,
but let me.
he was out there kicking for his life.
He's the best, one of the greatest kickers. He probably is the greatest kicker of all time.
He's one of the best kickers to me. Yeah, agree.
But what I didn't think it was disrespectful because my whole thing is the Broncos coach was mad, but you're gonna get mad at a coach for coaching.
Nope.
Like essentially, like I get it's kind of like messed up for them to do that or whatever, but like that's probably the Ravens that's probably what they strive for each game. As a team, we're gonna have 100 yards rushing.
Yeah,
that's what they probably go for every single game. So I can get why they would do something like that, but to me, yeah, it's kind of frustrating and stuff. Like, oh, they should have kneeled it. But you're getting the coach was getting very mad about something like that. Like
he was very upset.
Yeah, he was very upset for a coach because a coach was coaching his team, and that's how I see it.
Good point. Yeah, Matt, you got anything on that real quick?
I was just gonna say, Harbaugh had a good point. He's like, even if they scored, Baltimore didn't think they were gonna get the ball back, and a touchdown's not 16 points. So, if they got the ball at the last second, and they were like, hey, we might as well try it. So. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna touch on what Freddie said. It's like every team really goes into the game with one goal, and that one goal might just to have 500 passing yards, which is ridiculous, or it's get 2 interceptions or 2 sacks, or what the Ravens is getting 100 rushing yards. Is it right?
Yeah, every game I think.
Yeah, and it's if that's our goal, that's what we're gonna achieve. Whether I'm up or down. Whether I'm losing by 15 or up by 15, if that's our goal, we're gonna do it to the last second.
Exactly.
And so I honestly, I'm not. I think the unwritten rules in sports are just a lot of BS. I think it's just so stupid. Like in basketball, how you have to dribble the ball out, in the last seconds if you up. I think that's stupid too. If I want to shoot at the end, let me shoot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you gotta think about it though. If you was on that team, if you was on that opposite team and y'all got beat bad by 21 and they still scoring, you would feel some type of way.
No, I would be more motivated the next time we play them to blow them out. Like in my eyes, it's listen, if I'm losing, I've lost. I mean, not I've lost. I'm gonna fight until the end of the game, whether it's we're down or not. So honestly, if I'm not gonna work hard all week and then get to the end of the game. And I need 5 yards or 5-6 yards to reach my goal that I want every game, and I'm supposed to do this unwritten rule to not get my goal. That doesn't make sense to me. But that's stupid. Lamar threw the ball for 316 yards this week. Can he throw, y'all? Can he do it?
I've been told y'all he could throw. Y'all are the one who been hating on him.
He can't throw. He still can't throw.
I was going to ask this in the previous game. Would you rather have Kyler or Lamar?
Kyler.
Yeah.
Kyler is a lot more accurate than Lamar is.
Way more accurate.
And makes smarter decisions.
Yeah. It's tough.
It's tough.
Because I think it's tough because we can't disrespect a former league MVP like that.
But there's no disrespect to me. Yeah.
Do you know how he got that, though?
Uh-oh. How do you get Elijah?
I'm gonna be honest. You know how he really got that though?
How you get Elijah?
Hit me with knowledge.
Rushing touchdowns and like rushing
Running
yards
the
for
ball.
QB.
He got running the
Come
ball.
on
That's
now,
how
all he
he
did
got
was
it.
run the ball. So of course he's gonna get that MVP. But throwing wise, let's be honest, he's not a good thrower when it comes like a good quarterback. He's not. I'm gonna be honest with you.
But
Lamar is a better running back than a quarterback to me.
Okay, I wouldn't. Okay, go ahead.
He gets too much hate for that.
Hear me out. Yeah, like y'all are saying he only runs the ball.
No, I didn't say that. Just Elijah said that. Just Elijah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, yeah, he led the league in passing touchdowns his MVP season.
Yeah.
Like, you can't say like, oh, he just running the ball. He threw 35, 36 touchdowns that year.
Okay.
Like, that's still incredible.
My man was having more rushing yards than other running backs though. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, but to me, that makes him so much more harder to defend. Like
Of
you
course.
gotta literally. Like you got to defend him at every position in the football field because he might take a little QB draw from 5 yards to a 50-yard touchdown. Not every QB can do that.
No.
And then also he can throw. He doesn't have a very big arm, but to me he's a lot. He can throw better than a lot of other good QBs in the league, in my opinion.
Honestly, I'm gonna flip that for you, Freddie. I think he can throw big. I think he's just inaccurate and he just makes poor decisions.
Yeah, he can be very inaccurate sometimes.
He's very inaccurate.
I'm not okay. Here's my bottom line about Lamar. I don't think he's terrible at throwing the football. I just think like he just makes poor decisions and he's inaccurate. That's my only hit. That's my only hit at him. But when it comes to him like running the ball or like in the read option or anything, he's fantastic. He does that perfectly.
Very good at read options.
He does that perfectly to a T.
Yeah, read options is best play, to be honest, for the Ravens. So
they do it well. And Marcus Brown, trying to bring some life back into this team. He needs to be better. Who's there? Like, what's Sammy Watkins doing? Is he just relaxing at the house?
Who would y'all? I have a question though.
But
the old Cam, when it comes to read options, or Lamar?
Like 2015 Cam, like Super Bowl.
Yeah, 2015 Cam.
I'll let y'all answer.
So,
I don't really care about this.
Because Cam was pretty nice at it too with y'all. So
Cam was nice at it.
Let's just compare their two MVP seasons. How about that?
Yeah, let's compare that. So who would y'all choose?
Me,
don't be biased.
I'm not even trying to be biased or nothing, but to me, Cam Newton's season was more spectacular to me because he threw 35 touchdowns. I think he ran for 700 or 800 yards. Lamar didn't really have receivers and stuff like that. But look at Cam's offense compared to Lamar's offense, their MVP season. Literally, Cam Newton's number one receiver was Ted Ginn Jr.
Okay, don't crap on Kagan that much now.
No.
Ted Ginn was trash.
He was trash for the Panthers, but when he went to the Saints, he did start looking good. I ain't gonna lie.
Like if you're an MVP player and your number one receiver has 700 yards, that's not it. That's not it. That's how
you right on that.
How is he able to be? How is Cam able to be so successful with his receiving core? Like, to me, that's impressive.
Okay, Freddie. All right. So I have stats pulled up.
I'm trying to look this up too.
I got him. Cam Newton's stats in his MVP season. They went 15-1 in the regular season and lost in the NFL Super Bowl. He went 29 for not 29, 296 for 495 for pass completions and attempts, which is like about 60%. He threw for 3,837 yards. He had 50. No, not 50. He had 35 touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
He's gonna give you those.
He had a 99 point.
He's gonna give you those. 10 plus every year.
He had 99. He had a 99 passer rating that season. He also had 10 rushing touchdowns and 636 yards rushing. So, I mean, that's not terrible. Let me look at Lamar's numbers real quick.
I'm giving it to Lamar.
For Lamar's MVP season, his stats were, I think this is the year. They went 13. They went 13-2. He went 265 for 400, which is like 66.1 passing percentage. He had 3,127 yards passing, 36 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. Better than Cam Newton. Let me finish now. Let me finish. He had 113 passer rating, which is, hey, that's dope as a quarterback. He also had 1,206 yards rushing, with 7 touchdowns. So that's if we look at the numbers, y'all. Hey,
I got Lamar.
But here I think here was where you put the one jump up for both. I mean, for Cam. Well, Cam had a really good defense, didn't he? Did the Panthers they had a good defense that season?
Yeah, that defense.
It was their defense that really.
So they had a really good defense. Okay. I wouldn't take too many points away from Cam. I think he had a good season as well.
He did.
But if you compare the two, but look at the stats. The stats to me, if you put the total yards together, put the total touchdowns together between the let's say Cam and Lamar, they're pretty similar.
Oh yeah, they're very close.
Cam threw up for almost 4,000 yards to 600 rushing yards. Well, Lamar, he threw like 3,100 yards to like 1,200 yards.
Yeah,
that's to me. It's like they had. But
what? Hold on now.
Your mic.
You're better.
My bad. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you're better.
Yeah. So I'm always gonna be a biased Panthers fan, but I just think Cam Newton's MVP season was just incredible.
Matt, I want to hear Matt's opinion.
To like his, like everything else.
Very intrigued about this. My bad, cutting you off, Freddie.
No, that's good.
I mean, I'm gonna be biased too.
Oh.
I mean, we don't count playoffs, but he took that offense to a Super Bowl, bro.
I think we count. I think we count playoffs as well. I think we do.
Yeah. And if we count playoffs, yes. It goes to Cam.
Because
go ahead.
He had Greg Olsen and Jonathan Stewart basically.
Yeah.
And then his receivers were Philly Brown, Jericho Cottrey, Ted Ginn Jr.
No, I'm kidding.
Devin Funchess. I can't forget about him.
Devin Funchess, a rookie Devin Funchess.
Yeah. Where is he playing now?
Does it matter?
Bills?
Yeah.
Is he home?
No, he's home. He's at the house. He's doing what we doing, bro. He's at the house. He's doing what we doing.
I mean, though his receivers were washed.
Yeah.
Like they were horrible.
No, he played for Green Bay. I know he played that. I know he played for Green Bay.
I think personally it's better for Cam because he had to carry that team. Like he was like probably the biggest reason why they went to the Super Bowl. Not disrespecting the Panthers defense. That defense was something else too. But like still. Lamar had better weapons.
Believe it or not.
And yes, is more mobile, but I mean they're very, very similar.
They are.
But I would say Cam slightly because he got them to a Super Bowl. So
it's a coin flip for me, but I think I would say Cam just because of everything you just said. And y'all know I'm like one of the biggest Cam haters in the world.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
But I will put Cam over Lamar Jackson in their MVP seasons. But after that, if we're comparing the career at this point, I wouldn't hold my breath to say Lamar Jackson.
Oh yeah, Cam ain't on no team, so of course.
I can agree. Lamar will have a more successful career than Cam.
I mean, let's be honest. Even if Lamar doesn't make it to the Super Bowl, I think he'll be more successful.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that. I can agree.
But yeah, wow, we spent way too long talking about these two. We didn't even talk about Drew Lock. What's up with this? What's up with this offense, y'all? What's up with this offense?
That's what I was gonna say about. I was gonna say like the Broncos. The Broncos, they have been playing like terrible teams, so that's why they've been scoring most of their games. But I feel like if they don't step it up on offense, they're not gonna make it far. They just not.
Well,
like their defense is doing everything for them, but they also have to contribute to that. Like they don't contribute at all. Like literally, they like as soon as they get the possession, they lose it. So
yeah, they were the worst 3-0 team.
Yeah.
Now I think they'll probably lose like the next couple games. So honestly, but yeah, moving on to a big game of the week. The Patriots and the Buccaneers. I'll let y'all start on this one.
I don't got really too much to say on that.
I do. Did anyone?
I only watched a little bit of it.
Throughout the game, did anyone think that the Tampa Bay were going to lose?
I didn't think it was gonna be that close.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Let me say that. Let me say that
because they had just lost the week before, for one, and for two, it's like this Patriots team did not look good. Like they didn't look good up until this game.
I mean, they had a point to prove, I guess. So, but it didn't work. So.
I mean, does this give the Patriots a lot of potential now though? Like this past game?
I mean, Mac Jones did look good.
Yes, he did.
Against Tampa Bay's defense. So
yes, he did. He got hit a couple times big hard, but other than that, he did look good. I mean, 31 for 40, like 275, 2 touchdowns and a pick. That's hey man, I get those. I'm down with those. I'm good with those numbers all day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. I mean, the Bucs. Let's see. I mean, maybe the reason Brady was struggling is because he was going against Belichick, but I don't know. I doubt it.
Yeah,
he broke. The Patriots did break his streak. Belichick broke his streak. He went 11 years, scoring a touchdown every game. That was his first score.
Yeah.
So he didn't score a single touchdown. Wow, that is right. Huh.
Yeah. So,
of course, Bill Belichick would do it. He also broke Drew Brees' passing yards record this week.
Yeah, too.
Yeah. I mean, it was just bound to happen. Drew's retired now, so
he should have stayed.
Yeah.
He should have stayed. I think.
No, I don't think that's.
I think he should have stayed with. I think he should have retired when Brady retired.
No.
I think that would have ruined his legacy. You're right.
Here we go. Bring the soap back.
All right, we can move on to the next team.
We always just like to drag my.
That's just a bad team and organization. I'm sorry.
The New Orleans Saints is a bad team and organization? Is that what you just said?
Uh-oh.
Actually, no. I'll move on. I'm gonna move on.
Move on.
There's no point in talking about. There's no point. Anyways, the final game before I lose a brain cell listening to him speak is the Raiders and the Chargers.
Man, the Chargers or something.
Herbert's a dog.
Who's been saying this though? Bow down to the king. I have. What do you mean nobody?
He has been saying that. He's a huge Herbert fan.
He's been
Say it.
Every podcast he said Justin. So yeah.
I fuck with him too, bro.
Like a lot.
He's nice.
He's a dog. For real. Hello?
Oh yeah.
My bad. No, my headphones unplugged. So I was went deaf.
Oh.
Ain't nothing to say.
Herbert's gonna be. He's the next young great QB in this league.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Question. Is this Chargers team better than this Raiders team?
Yes. I think so.
Or did the Raiders just have an off night?
No.
The Raiders'
offense I'll say Chargers better.
Yeah. Their offense did not look good. The offensive line looked bad. The run game looked bad. And the Chargers' defense is literally, they were known for giving up a lot of rushing yards, and they completely shut down Josh Jacobs.
Mm-hmm.
Completely. So I think offensively, they just didn't look good. Besides those 2 good drives and they scored 14 points, it was just nothing else. And then the Chargers, their offense everything was working for them. The run game,
Herbert
pass.
Justin Herbert is a dog.
He is. And that offense is very good.
Yeah. Austin Eckler, honestly, with them, getting that play action. And honestly, Keenan Allen didn't even have a good night. He didn't have a good night.
And Mike Williams.
Look.
They both struggled.
They didn't have good nights. And they blew out they blew out? Yeah, I'd say blew out. And they blew out the Raiders like this.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. Austin Eckler looked like a good like a beast. My boy Justin Herbert had to let them know. I mean, is the Chargers defense good? Holding the Raiders to 14 points?
Yeah, their defense is. I've always thought they were from being a good defense, and they figured it out.
Man, listen, Justin Herbert just throws. He's just so smart. It's like he. I know I sound like I'm all on this man.
You are.
Listen.
You very are, and it's kind of getting sick now. I'm ready to move on to predictions.
No. But listen to me. It's hard. It's hard to see a quarterback who's just above their game, man. It is. Yeah. and he is.
He looks man. He does look good. I will say that. Like he's going to be very good for years to come.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if they keep this up, he could surpass Kyler.
How many years do you think it could take for Herbert to win a MVP?
5. No, this is max 5. Max 5. I think he could do it this year or next.
Not this year.
I want to say this year. I was about to say it's too many QBs that's looking.
I don't care.
This year.
I'll say it. If Kyler Murray starts throwing picks, listen. If Kyler starts throwing picks, Justin Herbert's gonna get it. Why not? I mean, he was close. He got what? Rookie of the year last season.
Yeah, he was offensive rookie of the year.
I would say right now it's probably Dak for MVP.
Dak came back and he's showing out. So
Dak.
And I always say Dak, and I always talk about how good Dak is, and other people say he's not good.
Right now.
So
yeah, I agree. Dak and Kyler right now are like front runners.
Mm-hmm.
Always liked the Dak. So
and Brady. I mean,
Brady. I think because he had that bad game in New England, I think really that takes. Good. No. Don't get me wrong. He's been one of the some of the best. Like it's like that old age just ain't nothing to him. It's just nothing. Yeah. It's irrelevant.
Brady will always
I do
be
think
top
because
five,
he had a bad game this past week, it put him back a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree.
That man been in the league longer than we've all been alive, y'all. Think about it. Think about it.
That's true.
I was born in 2001. 2001.
He was there before.
He has what? 10 tubs. He has 10 tubs and 2 interceptions. Lordy.
I just don't see him slowing down.
No, I don't either. Honestly.
You move on to predictions, though.
But yeah, we're gonna move over to predictions real quick and give our predictions for next week. These should be funny. These should be pretty good.
I'm gonna be joking most of these. I ain't gonna lie.
Honestly, remember who y'all picked. Remember who y'all picked, because I know y'all are.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna remember now. I'm keeping count on everybody too. So I'm gonna go back to every predictions and keep on like who's doing good on predicting. So
rewatch the video and just tally all that stuff at this point. But all right. So first game, Thursday night. It's honestly going to be a really good Thursday night football game.
Another NFC West good games.
Yeah, I mean, but you remember last week when we said that Thursday night football game was going to be terrible, but like they put on a show for us. Bengals and the Jacksonville.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
That was a good game. That was a really good game.
A lot of the primetime games have been really good.
Huh?
A lot of the primetime stuff's been really good.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree. Surprisingly, some people are like, "Oh, put this college garbage on Thursday night football. What are you doing?" But yeah, it was a good game, man. It was a good game.
Well, Thursday night football this week gonna be good. So
yeah, we got the Rams in Seattle at home.
I got Rams.
I got Rams in a close game, a real close game.
I got a close game too.
I got the Rams.
Yeah, so everybody said Rams.
What's that spread?
Yeah, Rams.
Okay, so that's one.
What's that spread? Field goal, touchdown, two
I'm gonna say like 3.
It'll be one.
I got field goal. Rams will get
2 or 3 points. 1 to 3. Let me say that 1 to 4.
Oh wow, that's close.
Yeah.
What about all right? So next game we got a lot. The
Jets. I'm gonna joke on this.
Jets and the Falcons.
The Jets.
The
Jets.
Bro, what
I got the Jets. Those some terrible games, but I got the Jets.
I don't know. Falcons offense looked really good this past week.
I feel like, look, listen. This is what I feel like again. I feel like they're going to get traumatized. Falcons going to be in the lead, and then Jets going to come back and win.
That game's in London?
It's stuck in a loop.
Oh, it is in it is in London this week. Yeah.
I think Zach Wilson's going to put on – he's going to have the best game of the season.
Who, Zach?
Zach Wilson?
I can see that.
Zach Wilson will have his best game.
Oh, yeah, it'll show. Yeah.
That is tough.
Against the Falcons, I think that's very factual. I think that's obtainable for him.
I got Jets.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll go Atlanta.
And so that'll just be the pick, right? Go ahead, Freddie.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, and I was about to say that
He said,
Well, the Jets, they beat a better team than the Falcons. The Titans. They're a way better team.
I was just about to say that. They beat the
Falcons.
Titans, so let's not forget.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Atlanta because it's Atlanta. I'm going with Jets. And I like Zach Wilson as well. He throws a nice ball. Next game, Lions, Vikings. Ooh, I got a good one here.
Vikings.
Lions. I got Lions.
I got Vikings finally win their second game.
I got Lions.
Yeah, I'll go Minnesota.
What? So I'm the only. Okay, I'm so excited about next week. Oh, I got the Lions winning this one by myself. You know, hear it now. Jared Goff is gonna do it, y'all. Jared Goff is gonna do it.
Don't. Did you just say Jared Goff is gonna do it in the same sentence?
Yeah, no.
Wait, it's Jared Goff.
Freddie do not like Jared Goff.
You know, we all have people we hate. Who do you
average.
hate, Matt? Matt, who do you hate in the NFL?
Who do I hate? Like for QBs?
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah. Why not? I'm so excited to hear this answer.
I don't know.
Well,
I really don't know.
Probably come up here soon.
Mine is Baker.
Yeah.
Baker.
Yeah,
Mine is Baker.
we're gonna have to refresh it. So.
Well, okay, yeah. I'll talk about this in a second. Next game we have the Saints versus the Washington football team. Football team at home.
I got Washington.
Football team.
I'm gonna
They beating the.
I'm gonna go with the Saints.
I'm gonna go to Saints.
Of course, you're going with the Saints.
I think we could
And
beat the
Heineke
football
has
team.
another good game.
Okay,
300
right.
yards, 3 touchdowns.
I think Heineke throws 2 interceptions and the Saints win that. Saints went out. Come on, man.
The fact that you got 3 Saints people people
Listen,
that don't
I'm gonna write this down right now.
It's going to be bad.
Listen, I'm gonna write my bold prediction down. I'm gonna write it down. I got Heineke throwing 2 interceptions.
So on that defense, I doubt it. I doubt it.
Oh, that's so disrespectful. That's so rude. 2 picks. I'm gonna leave it right here so I can see it tomorrow. And when I say Lions as well. Lions beat Vikings. All right. Yeah, all right, Matt, you said Saints are gonna win, right?
Yes.
Okay. See, look. Next game we got Patriots, Houston.
Yeah. Pass.
Patriots.
Yeah. Patriots look like a more sound team.
Yeah.
Oh, and they got Davis Mills. Oh yeah, I forgot Taylor. Yeah.
Here we go.
Get up out of here. Yeah, Patriots.
You just
Matt Jones, I give him 3 touchdowns. I think it's gonna be his
3 tubs.
game.
I don't think he'll throw 3
his
tubs.
best game.
I don't think he'll throw 3 interceptions. I mean 3
I give him
touchdowns.
3 tubs. I give him 3.
That's funny that
Mark
you
my
earlier
words.
was giving David Mill. I meant Davis Mill all this crap though. He did nothing. He did nothing to you.
He did 4 interceptions, 0 touchdowns. That's something.
Freddie, what about y'all? The Patriots?
Yeah, Pats.
Freddie?
I think that's what
You
Freddie
alive?
said, yeah.
I think Freddie.
Freddie's still here.
No.
Freddie's here. He's here.
What'd you say, Freddie?
I got the Patriots.
Oh, there you go. That Wi-Fi again.
Hear me?
No, you're good.
Next team.
Chill, man.
You're good. You're
Next
good.
team.
I got the Pats.
We got Dolphins and the Buccaneers.
Bucks.
Bucks at home.
Oh, yeah, Bucks.
Bucks. When you say at home, Bucks. Oh,
I mean, not even at home. They could be in Africa if they're still.
and the crazy thing
Dolphins
is, I was in Florida when Bucks had a game too. I wish I knew that. I would have paid for a ticket.
out. You like that, Matt? You like that one?
Yeah, that was
That's
good.
kind of funny, man. Sometimes
2
Real,
Florida
bro.
teams.
Bucks would be in Africa and they still blow the Dolphins up.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yep. But
All
then
right.
again, Brady's kryptonite is the Dolphins.
I was about to
Oh,
say,
it is.
Brady
Uh-oh.
now.
It's not in
Never
Miami,
forget
though.
that. Brady might get
It's not
traumatized
in Miami,
again.
though.
I mean, but it's still in Florida.
I mean, who-
It's close enough.
That doesn't matter.
That's another home game.
I just blame that
And
field
next
goal.
we
I
got-
mean, not field goal. That kickoff. That kickoff messed Brady up, man. That man ran through the whole Patriots defense that year.
Oh man, that was hilarious. Talking about
That was
whenever
a
Gronk
funny
missed that
game. I
tackle.
swear that was the funniest game I ever watched. I was like, wow.
Gronk, it was
I
just
can't believe
funny
that.
seeing Gronk just dangling and fell.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
unathletic.
I still remember that till like yesterday.
Like he looked so unathletic when he did that shit.
He
Oh
runs
my
so
God.
slow. He runs so funny to me. It'd be so funny.
Next game we got the Packers and the Bengals.
I got my Packers.
Packers
at home.
Bengals?
Bengals at
I
home.
got the Packers, but
Yeah, I'm
it's
gonna
gonna be a
be
good
bad.
game.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a good game.
I'll go Bengals.
I got my packs.
I think the Bengals defense is better than a lot of people think, and I think the Bengals offense can beat out that Packers defense.
Go Pack, go! We are down.
Listen, I'm the only person. I'm gonna write this down too. I'm so excited for next week.
We are down, Javier. So.
Next game we have Broncos Steelers. I think
it's gonna
Steelers
be a boring game. It's gonna be a boring game because it's gonna be defensive. But I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
I got Steelers.
Drew Lock's in the game. Don't forget about that.
Oh God, I'm gonna go Denver. I'll say this right now. I think Big Ben's my least favorite player right now.
Ooh, I love to hear it. Yeah, okay. I get that wholeheartedly. He is pretty garbage too.
He's terrible.
Yeah.
He's washed up. Now that's washed up.
Yeah, he is pretty washed up.
I got the Steelers too.
You got Steelers, Fred? Next game we got Eagles and the Panthers.
Yeah, because
Panthers.
Eagles and the Panthers. I got Panthers. Panthers looking so good to me. So I got the Panthers.
I got the Panthers. Defense. I got Panthers. Honestly, it hurts to say it, but I got them.
I think they'll do better than Kansas. 100%. They defense way better than Kansas. So.
Yep.
Yeah. We just actually compared that, so we can talk about that next week about comparing these two defenses. But yeah, next game we got Tennessee and Jacksonville.
Tennessee.
I mean, nothing surprised me about Tennessee, no.
But I won't be surprised if Jaguars hold them up and
ain't no way. Brad Digger's gonna have 200 rushing yards, 2 tugs. No, he's not gonna have 200.
I don't know. Time's been playing iffy with me, so I don't know. I wouldn't. I will hope he do though, because help me in fantasy.
I do think they'll beat Jacksonville though. I do think they will. Your shots, Christian? I think y'all said that.
I got the Titans.
Yeah, I think Derrick Henry will get 200.
Oh, he's going to get. Yeah, he can. I
mean,
it's very obtainable.
Put that down for a bold prediction.
What? I'll write that down.
Derrick Henry will run for 200 yards.
Henry.
I would like that on my fantasy team.
I'm telling you, I would like that.
I'll talk about these at the beginning of the next episode. Browns, Chargers by a long one.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm disagreeing, and I'm going with. I'm putting I'm gonna go with the Chargers. Matter of fact,
Go ahead. Play with fire. I bet you won't.
I'm going with the Chargers. I'm gonna go with the Chargers because Baker. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm going with the Chargers.
I think Chargers defense win this game.
That's why I would say the defense.
Because honestly, I think the Browns defense, y'all are hyping them up anyway. That y'all said that Browns defense are good, but I do think the Chargers defense can hold Baker and that offense out. Because look, let me tell you why. Because the Raiders so-called had a really good run game, but Chargers held them. So, hey.
I don't know. I just think Josh Jacobs is slightly overrated in my
opinion. Whoa, really?
Like,
I don't know about rated.
Josh Jacobs? Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's slightly overrated.
I think he's rated.
I might have to agree with Freddie too. I don't get the hype about him, to be honest.
I don't mind him. He's a nice kid.
Freddie, who'd you go for this game? Who'd you pick?
I'm gonna go with the Browns.
I'm gonna go Cleveland too.
I'm going Cleveland then. I'm changing my vote.
No.
Man.
I'm going Chargers. I'll go Chargers. I'll do Chargers by myself. Look, Chargers.
That's gonna be a very close.
I just like Browns. So
Cavio1.
I think
alone.
Chubb's gonna have 3 touchdowns, bro.
Holy smokes! I'm writing that
Thinking
down.
about it, I'm going with the Browns. I forgot the Browns got way better run game than the Raiders. So I got the Browns. So I got the Browns. Chubb and Kareem Hunt, those two there. Yeah.
I'm excited about that next week too. Yeah, I got Chargers by myself, I guess. Shoot, I don't care. Y'all suck anyway. Raiders and the Bears.
Raiders.
You said who and the who? Raiders and the Bears?
And the Bears. He said the who and the who.
I got Raiders though.
I got Raiders.
How does Justin play?
I'm gonna go Chicago.
I think
he might.
Really? I think he's gonna strike.
Write him down. Write him down.
I just don't think the Raiders' secondary is all that.
It's not.
They do have a very good front seven, though, with Max Crosby and Mr. Nassib on the other side. But, yeah. I think Allen Robinson, I think he can break out. Like,
no, not with Freddie's boys coaching. Absolutely not.
Yeah. Take him out, coach.
We'll see. I'll go Bears, though.
Let me write this down. Raiders, Matt. All right.
No, Bears.
Yeah, I know. I got Raiders though. I do got Raiders. They're at home. I think they'll beat them. Niners and the Cardinals. It's gonna be a big one.
Arizona.
That's gonna be a huge game, but I think Arizona's got it.
Arizona, but if Trey Lance start, it'll be closer. Because he just opens up their offense so much.
Are you talking about 49ers and Cardinals?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll say the Cardinals. I think they're still gonna be on the streak.
Yeah, they're gonna play. They're gonna go.
Their offense just looks too good to me, and I feel like they'll run through 49ers as well. So.
Freddie, what'd you say?
I got the Cardinals.
Yeah. So I think all of us had Cardinals, didn't we? Yeah. Next
Cardinals
game.
Everybody chose Cardinals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, I just pulled my mic out. Well, that's just lovely. Hold on. What's the next game, y'all? Giants and the Cowboys. Ooh.
I'm going
Division
with
game.
the Cowboys.
Division game, y'all. It's a division
How
game.
about the Cowboys?
It's not too easy.
I got Dak. I got my trust in
It'll
Dak.
be the Cowboys, but it'll be a close game. It'll be like 3 points or a touchdown. Different game. Like in a different game.
I think Daniel Jones looks good. I think Daniel Jones looks really good this game. But I do think the Cowboys win. I
do want to say something though. Like saying the Cowboys winning these games make me cringe a lot because I don't like I don't like the Cowboys, but I just like their players. Let me say that.
Yeah.
So, I really like Dak. I really like Dak a lot.
So Dallas unanimously wins on the panel. Oh, this is gonna be a big one, man. This could be a AFC Championship game. Chiefs and the Bills.
The rematch.
Sunday Night Football.
Rematch.
Sunday Night Football. Where we go?
I got Bills. Bills looking too good for me, especially their defense. So.
Freddie?
Ooh. You know,
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
Ooh.
I don't think the Chiefs are gonna go 2-3. I just don't see it.
I get that as well.
Okay.
So
is it my turn? No, Matt. I'll let you go next.
I'm gonna say Kansas City.
Woo!
I think they got a much better, or not much better, but a better offense than Buffalo, and I think they can.
But what about their defense, though? What about defense?
Hey, it's a good defense, but they haven't been playing the top dogs, so they're playing a top dog. So let's see how they do. But I still got the Chiefs.
I have the Bills. Bills take my vote.
2 Bills,
so
good.
2-2.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
It's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be one of the games of the year, honestly.
Just
high-powered offenses from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then the last game. Oh, Monday Night Football is gonna be just atrocious. We got the Colts and the Ravens. Ravens at home for Monday Night Football. Ravens.
Right. I got Ravens.
I think Mr. Glass.
Everybody choosing Ravens.
I think Mr. Glass gets hurt. Mr. Glass gets hurt again.
Now this would be funny if Colts show up and win. I'm gonna be sick.
I think Mr. Glass gets hurt again, and it's over. All right. Well,
the Colts. They're just no.
Yeah. But hey, man, look, that's been another episode of the post game. Thank y'all for listening. Really appreciate the love on the last video. It did numbers that y'all don't see, but I do. But I really do appreciate it. Also appreciate y'all for jumping on the podcast with me. Always means a lot. Always welcome back on anytime. This is home for y'all. So, anything else y'all want to say, man?
I think I've got it covered.
Go Packs, go.
Go Packs, go. And I think I got it covered. Okay. Matt, anything?
No.
They're still garbage.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Let's end this before I have an aneurysm. But yeah, hey man, I do appreciate y'all coming on for real. Yeah, I have been your host, Davion.
I'm Eli.
I'm Freddie.
And I'm Matt.
And this has been the post game.